Well, hello, BBs, and welcome to the live. Thank you all so much for joining me this evening on a dreary Wednesday, at least here. Just a few quick hellos to everybody that I saw coming in. Sherry, thanks for being here, BB. Ash, so glad you could join us. Miscellaneous Cell. We've got Dino Lovebites. Hello. Peta Princess, thanks for being here. Rebecca, Cookie, Pumpkin Princess, M. Hello, BBs. Had fun with you gals last night in our Let's Watch. We watched Tremors 2 last night. What a classic. My God. Hope to see you all with us in one of the next ones. We always have fun. Kind of like a mystery science theater, just sort of BSing, making fun of things, and watching a movie together. It's quite fun. Right as we were getting started, M so generously gifted us 5 new Ragebone memberships. So welcome to our new members. We've got Lucy and Panther, Betty Bunny, Just Dawn, Raven Lunatic, and Maggie May. So welcome to the Bone Skeleton Society. We rise, we rot, we rage. Thank you, M. That is very, very generous of you and so kind. Thank you. So tonight I thought we would just sort of catch up in Girl World. We're going to watch a few of Chantal. I've got a funny one of Amber that I thought we could visit, a real quick one. And then we've got another dank fupa that we could kind of rock out to at the end. So I so want to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight and your support of my teeny tiny channel. It truly means the world to me. So thank you all so much. All right, let's see if we can get her up here. And again, our video is going to be brought to us by Barbecue Chillin'. So a big thank you to them. Pink Stars, hello, BB. Okay, it probably would help if I knew what I was doing. All right, here we go. There she is. So in this one, it's her live of what will happen now. Much to none of our surprise, of course, this bitch is already on here, walking it all back. Like, oh, were you guys upset? So let's see what we're in for, shall we?
I have my chat set to members only chat just because I don't want it to be like overwhelming and so like fast right now. I know I say I don't know, Nina. I honestly don't think that was his intention to hurt me. I just think he doesn't realize sometimes what he says. I'm really since coming here.
So right out of the gate, she's walking it back saying, I don't think it was his intention to hurt me. Talking about Sala and the threats that he was making. And she was very clearly saying, he's threatening me. I mean, she even said, if something happens, it was them. That was honestly one of the most ridiculous things I think that's been uttered in girl world. Just the dramatics of it and just how absolutely annoying she is. I almost want to make a shirt that says that. It was them. We'll see. We'll see.
Worse mentally than I've ever been. And yeah, I did. Obviously, we texted back and forth when I got off the live. We came to some like agreements. And basically, he promised me that no harm will come to me. And it did freak me out because like I'm in a country where like I don't have any rights, you know, so it freaked me out. I just became very insecure and like that made me very angry. And we both said very, very hurtful things to each other. And I think his mental health is getting worse too. It just spiraled. And I didn't want to take this to the internet. Like I really didn't, but like, I don't know what's like wrong with me. Like it's like, I just felt like I had like nowhere to turn to. And like, I felt panicked.
Per usual, she just makes a snap decision, comes to the internet because she has nobody else to talk to. I think we understand. Peter Princess, have to say alleged threats. No evidence actually provided. God, I hate supporting salad. Yeah, absolutely. Allegedly, he was threatening her. I mean, she did provide like the screenshot of the text, which, to be fair, it could have been taken that way, but also it could be taken a lot of ways. I mean, but knowing Chantal, oh, he's gonna send someone here. Like it's all a money grab. I think it's very clear. It's for the money. Dino Love Bites. I would pay good money to see Foodie in court. I don't even care for what. I just want to see a judge deal with her lies, attitude, and constant backtracking. I'm gonna guess that she would probably, well, she doesn't have any kind of backbone. I was going to say she'd probably be held in contempt, but probably not. She'd be quiet as a lamb, I'm sure. But there is a penalty for basically lying, and it's called perjury. So wouldn't that be something? Too bad they don't still have the stocks. We could all show up and throw tomatoes at her face. Miscellaneous cell. I don't know what is wrong with me. Could be an entire dissertation. Yeah. I feel like this is honestly just kind of a do-over of all the time she came on and was crying about Natter, paper clips. And maybe this was to try to mimic the success of that. Who knows? Cookie, she burned me up crying wolf, reminds me of the last fast arse girls back in school. Yep, she is definitely the girl that cried wolf. Same with Amber, though, honestly. Fupa Fabulous. Thanks for being here, BB. Why is it always mental health issues? Well, and you know what? There's no shame in having mental health issues. I think a lot of us have different problems. The majority of the world could probably do well with some type of therapy or counseling, but it's the fact that these idiots try to use that as a crutch to blame all their behaviors on, while also in the same breath not doing a single thing to change themselves, learn from their mistakes, all of that. So it's just stupid as a bitch.
panicked, and like I just my own brain scares me sometimes, and I'm not like backtracking or anything because we are definitely 100.
My own brain scares me sometimes. It should be. You should actually be much more afraid than you actually are of many things. Your health, your brain, the situation that you seem to have put yourself in time and time again.
Percent Dunzo. Like we are not going to stay together. Um, yeah, maybe since I switched my antidepressants to the cheaper ones, I don't know what it is. It's a mixture of things, you know. It's my diary, but it is public, and like I
She's also now going to try to blame the medicines. I mean, does she understand too that when they call something generic, it's just because it's not the name brand? It's like the same ingredients. Like, she's just so fucking stupid.
like it's not really fair to really put our personal stuff on blast, like public fighting, you know. He's super stressed because he has to drive like a super long way to get here, and there's like really bad wildfires that broke out. I always promised him that I would never like expose anything personal, but like I just got really I did actually get like frightened the way he was talking, but I feel like he was just like really not in his right mind. Like he's just really stressed out. And anyway, that's, you know, so I'm so impulsive. It's so ruining my life. Like really, it really is.
Again, how many times do you think she said this? It's like repeat, 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 repeat. What is the definition of insanity? Repeating the same action and expecting different results? Like, Jesus, these idiots never learn. You're never gonna learn. And I don't know if that's just because they've never really faced any true consequences. I don't know. Violet, I can't believe people still fall for her crap. Well, I agree, but at the same time, it's kind of like, all right, I can sympathize with the people that still try to have faith in frickin' humanity. I mean, I'm not one of those people, unfortunately, but I can, like I said, kind of sympathize for these people that feel for her and want to help her, but
Yeah, I realize I have to get out of here because like I don't need to be in that kind of danger where I can't even like I have to worry about these things, you know? I think we're just very toxic for each other and we need to be apart. I couldn't take it, you know, like it's really hard, you know, like coming to terms with the fact that your like marriage is ending. I know a lot of people thought it was just a fake marriage, but like we were together 3 years and we had a lot emotionally invested, and we're supposed to be soulmates and everything.
I know you guys all thought this was a fake marriage, and the things that you said only proved that. I mean, does she forget all the things she was saying, like how she was only good for her money and basically, you know, his family, all the shit they were talking? I mean, just the way they're acting, it's obvious, but it's like you've already let the toothpaste out of the tube. Just shut up, for the love of God. Dino Love Bites. I think the biggest difference between Amber and Foodie is that, unlike Amber, Foodie will actually do something when she sets her mind to it. The problem is it's always a bad impulsive decision. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a perfect point. And I've always said too that Foodie is at least a little more honest and transparent about her indiscretions and how freaking gross she is. And you're right. She's actually done a lot more. Now, does she go to Cuba and all these other places and just sit on her ass? Sure. But it's certainly more than what Amber would ever dream of doing. I mean, shit. Can you imagine Amber on like a 13-hour flight or whatever it is that the Foodie does? Peta Princess. Most people are inherently compassionate and empathetic until burned, and then cynicism kicks in. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Violet, I thought it was real for like a minute, but then she started sounding like a CPAP rescue, so I was done. Yeah, Violet, I share that same sentiment. At first I was like, holy shit, like, you know, when she said the thing like, it was them, like actually coming on there crying, acting like she's like scared for her life. And I was like, holy shit, like, is this like real? And, you know, even with that screenshot, I mean, that could be taken a certain way of what he said, but once she kind of got that out and was sort of, you could tell she was slowly but surely kind of winding down. I'm like, all right, this is a bunch of bullshit. Cookie, gotta blame it on something. We have all types of issues that she just uses her so-called mental health as an excuse that hasn't even been confirmed. Right. Just like Amber and her and payday. And my baby day outburst. God, I can't stand either one of these idiots. Violet, she broke my sympathy bone. Exactly. Exactly. And who needs a sympathy bone when you've got a rage?
And it was very, it just like, my heart was kind of broken, and
Thanks for being here.
it hurts, but at the same time, I know it's necessary. Like we can't be together. I'm going to have to like leave. I'm going to keep my ticket and leave in October because A, he did promise me no harm. Two, or B, I just can't afford it. Like I just can't. Like I had all this budgeted out. I was supposed to like stay longer, even longer than that. I have some debt payments.
But you didn't have residence, right? Oh, okay. Funny how that keeps changing. Well, I'm not staying. Oh, well, but I was going to stay longer. Whatever. Miscellaneous cell. It's no longer FFG's fault, but now it's them with a hard M. God. Honestly, that it was them is like right up there for me as the hit it, Sala. Like, ew. Even, sorry, I hit the mic from flailing my arms. To this day, just me saying it sickens me to my core. Hit it, Sala. Like, oh, I hate you. Peter Princess, scared for her life, then goes to dinner with the same people. Strange, right? And is it as if those things, if she really believed what Sala was saying, and then all of a sudden he's saying, no harm will come upon you. Like, okay, so you can just trust him again? Cool. You couldn't trust him ever, but especially after the Kybella stuff, all the shit he was doing behind her back, it's like, you are putting your life in this man's hands that can't even be faithful to you. But, okay.
Going through, and all the super chats I made and everything will only be on the next paycheck. So I have a lot to pay. Like when I get to Canada, I need to pay last month's rent deposit whenever I find a place. And then like that's what I have the money for now. And then and I bought my flight. And then I have to, I'd like to be in a new place for November 1st. I have to pay the first month's rent. I have to pay transportation from the airport. I don't want to rely on anybody for anything. I don't want to rely even on my family to get me from the airport home.
As she's relying on her audience to pay for her life. Cool.
And then I also have to get like a bed, which I did budget for. I budgeted everything. I have to get comforter, pillows. That's basically all that I'm really going to get for now. I need to rent a car because I have to like move and like, just rent a car initially, maybe for like a week.
The idea that she would only buy one set of sheets. How often do you think she washes her sheets? Because by definition, you should probably wash them once a week. Do you think she ever washes them or just tosses them out like Amber, the old disposable sheet method?
I'm new, but you had us all worried, I think. Thank you. Sorry, not sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to worry you guys.
I didn't mean to worry you guys as I was coming on here literally crying and insinuating that my life was in danger. And as Barbecue Chillin' added, yes, you did. You thrive in that attention. 100%. 100%. It gets people off her ass and it gets them to sympathize with her. They're just basically like, please, Chantal, just kind of kissing her ass a little bit. Like,
I really didn't. We both don't want to pursue anything else. I think it's just been, me neither. That's why those words were shocking, Carolina. But I think he was like also paranoid that like I was going to really like just go online and talk about him. And he blames me for ruining his life with like,
honestly, what could she expose that he hasn't already exposed himself? We've seen his creepy hang dang, so that's out the window. We've heard him woof, 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 and we've seen all the sick messages between him and someone that was going to be like his second wife. I don't know. So what else is there to expose? Honestly, the fact that they never slept together, like, I don't get it. Ash, is this before or after her separation? Well, okay, so this is after she announced that they are separating. And this is also basically her coming on after the fact that she was crying, basically insinuating that he was threatening her and she was afraid and this and this. So this is basically her walking that back and acting like he didn't mean it like that. Maybe you should have had a conversation with your husband before running to the internet. God. But again, I don't think any of this was ever real. I think this was just her opportunity to drum up some drama. Somebody said that I think Hecticana totaled it. She got like 3K in super chats on that live where she was like pleading for her safety. So no surprise. Peter Princess, I'll take my previous statement back. In over 2 months, she hasn't washed the curtains that have been hanging for an unknown period of time. Yeah, and it's probably the same amount of dust and stuff that they described all the other items in the house having. So I wonder why her breathing is so bad. Violet, I'm so glad I've never seen his dangle. I've actively stayed away. Well, let's just say you're not missing much, but I, as a person, have a sick, morbid curiosity. So it's almost like I have to know just to like torture myself. And yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And like most people have pointed out, that was not reaching anywhere near any of her items. So consummating the marriage. How? Hmm? Cookie, it's always about her. It's always all about her. All about her. Oh, sorry, I lost my voice. It's always about her. Always about like someone said she didn't even wash or hang the curtains in the place that they live in. She's so trifling. Yeah, and it's not like she has anything else to frickin' do. I mean, she's just in that house all day, every day. But let's be real, she's big as ever. She can't freaking breathe. Her ass don't want to be doing nothing. So I want to know what freaking Amberlynn's been doing this whole time. Like, is she off on another hiatus with a feeder? Is she just literally been like sealing, eating, and watching all the reactions talk about her? Like, I'd love to know what this idiot's been doing to occupy her time. I'm sure it's nothing fruitful. Dinah Love Bites. Foodie's 3 motivations are food, comfort, and men. The problem is, unlike the first 2, she can't just order a man on DoorDash. Her options are so slim, she'd take back any cheater and still trust. Well, I think the biggest thing with that, with Sala, she was so adamant about coming on here and being like, my husband, I'm proving you haters wrong. Look, this handsome man wants to marry me. Like, she did not want to let go of that for anything. And I think, too, that's the only reason why, if she shows any kind of emotion about this marriage, quote unquote, ending, it's because of that. She has to finally admit that this shit isn't working. She's not going to be a wife anymore, blah, blah, blah. So almost makes you feel sorry for her. But then again, she's like a piece of trash. So Violet, dude, I live in Oklahoma and I'm so tempted to go to OKC to see if I can see her. I wish that you would. The bingo hall. The bingo hall. You can literally stay behind glass and just, I mean, assuming that her and her mother are still hanging out. I don't know. That whole situation, I'm sure, is just a complete dumpster fire with Aunt Tammy, the mom, the grandma. Like, my lord.
Talking about him and stuff. And I'm like, I didn't even like, talk that bad. I just, there's not really any really bad things to reveal, so for the both of us, it really was just a pretty, other than one incident, it was pretty normal. I mean, most of the time. Yeah. It felt like
there's no bad things to reveal. I beg to differ. I'm sure that Sala would have plenty of things to tell us. And I think that's another reason why she's playing nice. She doesn't want him coming on here spilling the beans. Not like there's much we haven't seen. I mean, we know she's filthy. We know she's gross. But I feel like there's definitely some stuff that he could say that would be some hot, juicy talk about. I don't know. Also, talking about going to OKC, if somebody told me, hey, at this place in time, Amberlynn will be there and you can literally just watch her and look at her and this, I would go. Like I said, I have a morbid curiosity. I'll traumatize myself. I'll gas myself out with the scents and sights. I don't care. I'll report back.
It came out of nowhere because I don't really discuss everything that goes on with us. Hey, Missy Men. So, of course, it's going to feel that way for you guys. And I honestly want to just keep it that way. Leave some dignity to our, I don't want people to talk about him bad in the chat. I just want it to go on, So that's my plan, I guess. I'll see how things go. I just don't really have much of a choice. You calling him an SOB really did it. Yeah, but he took the word literally, and like we never we don't use it to like insult the like an actual mother. I guess like the term really literally just means that, but like I never think of it that way. So I think that
Yeah, dumbass. And he's from a completely different culture, and English is like what, his second language? How do you think he would take that? Calling him a son of a bitch. He obviously, it's very literally talking about his mom.
that's why it hurt him, you know. And yeah, it was really mean. And I felt bad for it. I really felt bad. But I didn't think anything. I would never say that about his mom, you know. I'm no trophy wife. Through the whole 3 years, I was so
Yeah, she would never say anything about anybody's mom. She's completely respectful, right? Like, remember the shit she was saying about Dee Dee's mom? Like, give me a freaking break. This bitch has no respect for anyone or anything. And she's only, again, walking this back, as she should, to be fair, considering her situation, to act like, oh, I'm not insulting his family. Yeah, you better be saying that, bitch. Dental love bites. Maybe I'm slow, but I just realized that marriage is a big thing for bought Foodie and Amber. Though I have a feeling Foodie want marriage so she can look good, and Amber wants it so caretakers can't run away. Yeah, yeah. I think they just want to be claimed. They want that title. I mean, they have obviously zero concept of what it actually takes to maintain a marriage, but yeah, they want to be claimed. Both of them do. And I think, again, part of that is be like, see, haters, we are wanted bitches. And again, you got somebody that can't run away. Like they're illegally binded to you. The other pagey just gifted 5 Ragebone memberships. Thank you so much, the other pagey. So very, very sweet of you. I appreciate that so much. So let's see. We've got Violet was gifted a membership. Welcome. Bernie's a GH. C Clove 1143. These nuts, y'all. And Liz, welcome to our new members to the Skeleton Society. We rise, we rot, we rage. Again, thank you, the other pagey. That is so very kind and generous of you. I so appreciate that. Thank you so much.
good to him. I was very loving. I did a lot for him. I
Big
really catered to
Rod.
him. You know, massage him all the time, like every day, like just really treat him very well and loving. So I'm not like a size whatever you think like a trophy wife should be. I'm not a Barbie, but you know, I still have really good qualities. What does he think an MF is?
She has so much more to offer than those skinny young women that could bear him children. She massages him, you guys. How well do you think her like little, I say little, but her fat sausage baby Sasquatch fingers could really like massage? My God.
Yeah, and he's used that term too. So I don't know. I had to explain. I'm like, I didn't mean it that way. Like, it's not what you think it means. So I guess I don't know. I'm starting to feel like an e-beggar. I don't like to ask for more, you know. Just know that I wanted to. I know, Pajami. Just know that I just wanted to come on and say that. I mean, I think I'm okay. I'm okay. Bye, guys.
Oh my God. All right, 1 down, 4 to go. Also, miscellaneous cell. That was foul. I was laughing in silence, but also in horror. Like, my gosh. So the next one we have is, I feel so awful. I'm sure this is only after the backlash she was getting, because again, this is all after she came on here crying, pleading with the audience, taking all those super chats. Then basically within like what, a couple hours, she's like, I hope I didn't upset you guys. So now here's, I feel so awful.
He'll be home in about 2 hours. A long drive, and he's gonna bring food. Well, we're getting along now, yeah. But no, I'm not excusing the threatening, but I was saying I was like insulting him so bad, and which is a huge no-no in this culture, and I'm not excusing it, but I'm just explaining, you know. So it's just we're moving on. We're gonna be civil until I leave. I'm gonna zip it, yeah. I'm gonna try to be calm. I don't know, like I think knowing that he's coming back and like I felt super paranoid. I felt really just weird because
maybe reality was actually setting into your freaking brain of the position that you've put yourself in, that you are in real danger if you insult your husband or his family. There's a lot of women that have experienced violence in similar scenarios that have done far, far less than what she was doing. So, yeah, I don't know if she had a break in like the delusion to actually be like, oh, wow, maybe I actually am in trouble here. I don't know. I try not to put myself in these idiots' headspaces to try to even conceive of how their freaking smooth brains work, but I don't know.
Like the entire 3 years we were together, we never fought like that, ever. I know after what I said yesterday, like it's my fault maybe if people think of him that way and like are afraid for me. I get it, but I think I'll be okay. Like
honestly, out of all the things that we think of him, him threatening you is like just one of many concerns that I think we all share. So, Miss Lenny, so it's going to be a long month of mini rages and backpedaling. Oh yeah. She's going to do as much damage control as she can, but I think she's also not trying to completely like quelch the drama because she still wants, the money that this is bringing in. So, Dino Love Lights, he's bringing her food. Of course, she has forgiven everything. Yeah. I can't believe she's so dumb. Same. Yep. Gugs, thanks for being here, BB. She's giddy over him bringing food. The toddler needs her snacks. Yeah, how funnily she's just immediately soothed and everything's fine. And he's bringing me food, so he loves me. He'd never hurt me. He's feeding me. Maybe you could consider the fact that he has been feeding you and you're morbidly obese with horrible health issues. Is that helping you or harming you?
I will be okay. As long as I just keep my cool and just, he's not a saint, but he's not a bad guy. Like he's not. He's never hurt me. He's never done anything to hurt me. And his family too, I've always been nice. I'm just really,
Sorry for the quick pause, but he's never hurt her physically, I think is what she means. Emotionally, we saw her in the car after the Kybella stuff came out. My husband! Yeah. I think we all understand that she is miserable.
Insecure about not fitting in the culture, like, and what some of them have said and stuff like that. But I'm just
Valeria,
going to be on my best
thanks
behavior,
for being here, BB.
inshallah, till I can leave here. It's going to... No, he's never done that unknown. I know that's not normal. I'm not excusing it, but I was really nasty to him. And I think he just lost it. No, he's never laid a finger on me unless it's in a loving way. I think it'll just be better for him to just stay.
I love how she had to add, he's never laid a finger on me unless it's in a loving way. Oh, yeah. Can tell by the way he squeezes on your facial cheeks how much he's putting that loving on ya.
Offline, like he's been overwhelmed with it, didn't like it anymore, so it's all right. It'll just be like, my chats now, and I'm swapping my family for burgers. What? Okay, well, you've never tried an ashi, so. And about like giving money to family here, it's like, I've already said that many times that we help them, so I shouldn't have like rubbed that in. It's just like, I was just angry and said things I didn't really mean. I gave him my debit card, so Zoe.
Barbecue Chillin said lies. You meant everything you said. Yeah. She's one of those people that when she gets pissed, she says all the things that she's been keeping in, all the shit that she knows is gonna like cut as deep as possible. So for her to be like, I didn't mean it. Okay, well, how come it all rang true though? Everything you said seemed very plausible about, oh, your family don't mind taking my money. Oh, they say I talk shit about me because I can't have kids, blah, blah, blah. So she's just so freaking full of it. I can't stand her. Dino Love Bites. I don't think Foodie counts verbal and emotional abuse as because she's so used to it, to doing it to others herself. Yeah. I don't think either one of these idiots are like a safe judge of like what should be acceptable in a relationship, not only giving and receiving. I mean, just look at the shit she put up with Natter. I mean, unbelievable. And she was trying to normalize it. That's what pisses me off about this. She comes on here, says all this shit, gets everybody worked up, and then she tries to normalize the behavior. Like, no, it's not okay. I mean, imagine somebody watching something, like, obviously we know better, some of us, hopefully, most of us, but imagine somebody going through something similar, they see that, and they're like, oh, well, I guess it's okay, God, I hope nobody would look to her for freaking life advice, but that's the example she's setting for anybody consuming her content. Violet, the face pinches kill me. Yeah, me too. It's so freaking awkward. It's painful. Miscellaneous Cell, she's not emotionally intelligent. Not at all. No, no. She's not in tune with herself, let alone other people. It's just like you can tell she has absolutely no read on Sala whatsoever. Like he could probably literally be like talking shit to her right to her face in Arabic, and she would just be like, oh, I know, Sala, you love me.
Told you why. Because he has to give it to a man who goes to, Lebanon to get money. He went there to get Sasa's money and a bit of money from me. But this is a person that's close to the family, and people like that, like they trust him, and he's gone for us before. So Salah will give I'm not going to go give this to the man. I don't talk to men here. I'm not allowed to. Well, I mean, within reason, this is a stranger man that I don't know. So Salah does it. He takes my card. He gives it to the man who he has like this service. He has a cross-border pass. He goes to Lebanon.
Again, she has no idea what's going on, who's doing what. She just gives her shit to people. I'm surprised she even has her freaking passport, if we're being completely honest. Like, she's just so reckless with herself. Like, it's crazy to me. But I don't know, does that maybe just show how sheltered she has been and how closed off she's been, where she's like, she doesn't have these signals in her brain to say, hey, maybe I shouldn't be giving these people this much power over me. I don't know. Pumpkin Princess, she's the friend that talks mess around their partner and then gets upset when you point out their partners are great. Absolutely. Like the one that comes to you for advice and then you tell them and then they do the exact opposite. And then when you don't like their partner, they're like, well, you're a bitch. I mean, she does that to her audience, basically. She comes on here, then doesn't understand why people are upset and don't like him. Sherry, she said someone from her chat contacted her mother. Doesn't surprise me. Not at all. I almost wonder, does her mom even watch her content anymore? I mean, God, I don't know how you would. I'm sure her mom and her family still love her, but at some point they must have just kind of been like, damn, this bitch is a lost cause. I mean, how do you have to at some point to save your own sanity? Violet, she's just so oblivious. Yeah. It's like, but what kills me is they're ignorant by choice. It's like, I don't know if they think it's cute. Like, oh, what? Like, it's not cute to act stupid, especially when you're putting yourself in danger. Janny Bellinger, thanks for being here, BB. Miscellaneous Cell, why doesn't Foodie go to Lebanon? I think it's because you have to have a certain like permissions to get in. I don't know if you have to have like certain paperwork or whatever. She just doesn't. I think she said it before. She doesn't have like the authorization to do it. I don't think Sala can get in either. So, or maybe she could go, but he couldn't, and she can't go by herself without like a man, like her husband. I don't know. I don't know. But again, just trusting a random person, and who knows? Maybe it's Sala's family member or something. But she's being vague, so we all just have to make our assumptions. Boop girl, I just can't see how blinded her beezers are. They just keep believing everything she says. Do they though? Or are they just like her and so they're just willing to put up with the shit? I don't know. And maybe it's a mix. Maybe she's got her diehards that believe everything she say. Then she's got the other people that just feel sorry for her. I'm sure there's a few that are new and just don't know yet. I don't know. It's probably a mix. Violet, Yaba contacted her mom. It wasn't a beezer. Oh my God, of course. How do these people even know how to contact? Like, I wouldn't even have a clue, nor would I, but it's like, Shmi. Hi, this is Ragebone. I just thought I'd let you know your daughter is wilding out on the internet again. And she'd be like, oh, yeah, we know. We know.
Goes to the ATM there, gets some money, and comes back. And he always brings it back. And it's totally legal because it's my money from the bank and it's a bank machine. It does sound sketchy, I know. But those are the lengths we have to go to. And, we had to get Sasa's money that way. He didn't come right out and say, I'm going to kill you. He just said, better watch your mouth or else, kind of thing. But women here don't talk like that ever. So.
Honestly, how afraid does she really seem, though, calling him a dipshit? And I'm sure she already said I was calling him horrible things, blah, blah, blah. Idiot. Chantal is an idiot. Valeria, Why do Beezers like her? In my opinion, most are just the same as Foodie, chronically online, don't have friends, and love her useless streams because it's them hanging out. Yeah. 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 I mean, how else would you consume her content? To me, my brain feels like it's dying every time I try to edit her down, which is why I love channels like Apathetic Facts, Barbecue Chillin'. They make it so much easier. It's like, God, you guys are doing the Lord's work for me anyway. But yeah, they're all just kind of in there. It's like a hug box. Perfect way to say it, I guess.
It's probably shocking to him. Someone's here in the doorbell.
What?
I can't open the door. Maybe Salah's back? Maybe it's that sounds like
And again, does she not know how to does she not know how to unlock the gate? That's not what she tried to say before. But is that just what the thing sounds like? Like, is that somebody pushing the button once, or are they just like ding, 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 like pushing it over and over and over?
So, I'm not answering the door. I don't speak Arabic.
Oh yeah, that's them pushing multiple times.
It's not him. He's gonna be home in
like, bitch, we know you're in there. No, that's not funny. That's horrible. Miscellaneous cell. Chantal is lucky he isn't violent. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she literally got with this man that she did not know and went to another country. I mean, I watch a lot of true crime. There is plenty of stories where that shit goes south and you never hear from him again. And her family would have no idea. We would have no idea. I'm glad that didn't happen. I never want to see anything bad happen to her. As shitty as she is, I'd never wish that on anyone. But yeah, she is freaking crazy. I mean, look at the Natter shit. He went to jail for hurting someone, and she still was like, well, they were holding him against his will, so he had to stab his way out. It's like she does not have the alarm bells that I feel like most women inherently have, because it's been drilled into our mind that your personal safety, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know.
An hour and a half. So maybe a neighbor, but I can't answer it yet, Yanni.
My God, they're still ringing.
I don't know how to say who is it.
Now maybe that's some kids or something, because that right there is crazy. Like really mashing it, like that's a bit much. I would think if it wasn't kids, it'd be like boom, 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 boom on the door. You know, if it was really somebody trying to get in there and get their attention, the knocking would be next. So maybe it's kids. Who knows? Sarah C, thanks for being here, BB.
They don't give up or what? Salah's not home. Okay, so even Salah told me to ignore. If Salah says ignore, I'm ignoring. Oh my God. They don't get the hint or what?
Oh my God. The sudden appearance of the nun. My God. You guys are saying it's Sasa and her mom. Sal sent his aunt to check on her. Pumpkin Princess. She has a phone that can translate. Lord. Yeah, exactly. She could communicate with these people, but knowing what we know is going on in that country, I live in America, the United States, and I don't want to answer my door if I don't know who's coming over. So I can understand not wanting to go to the door, but Jesus. Again, she's the one that had to run to Syria. This was all her doing. Yeah. God.
I think this is literally the last of my food. It is annoying. They don't give up. Salah's not home. Take the hint.
Okay, so if they don't speak English, they heard you say Salah. So they know you're in there. Idiot. Like, maybe if you would have shut up, they wouldn't have they would have went away. But like, say it is somebody checking on her and all they know is she's saying Salah, blah, 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 blah. Maybe they think you're on the freaking floor trapped or something. I don't know. I don't know.
They'll be here all day then. I'm not answering the door.
This is wild.
I unplug it. I don't know how.
Oh my God.
Really?
I think if I was her, I'd be getting off live and trying to figure out what the hell was going on. Like, that's wild. Dino Love Bites. If someone wanted to break in, what could stop them? She's alone, and the cat can either defend herself or run. You know damn well Julia ain't trying to help. Julia would probably trip Chantal purposely to, like, make her fall towards the attackers and then watch from the shadows as whatever happened. Miscellaneous cell. Do the windows have security bars? I don't know. I would think, but hard to say. And I don't think she's ever shown us that I know, but shit, the curtains that she hasn't washed have probably crusted over the opening. Boob Girl, didn't she once say she may or may not have something to defend herself with? God, I don't care if she had a frickin' what's one of those giant guns with like the that spin the bullets and they have like on a belt that could like fire like 500 rounds. She'd be defenseless either way. There's no way that this idiot could do a single thing. I don't care what kind of weapon she had. There's no way.
And he wonders why I lose my mind. He wonders. I have no pants on. I'm gonna message Stella. He said they will go. I think she is my aunt. Oh.
So it is his aunt that probably thinks she's in there like in danger, like just being like Sala. If you had somebody doing that, don't you think the first thing you do is put some frickin' pants on? Like every decision she makes is just the opposite of what a smart person would do.
The doorbell's at the gate. The gate is far enough away, and there's a doorbell receiver in the house. He said it was one of his family members or something. It's normal. Like, they usually come by, and if nobody answers, you know. Tad persistent, yeah. It could, yeah, you know, they. I don't think he told them that he was going away. He has a lot of aunts, guys. Some I've never even met.
What if those people, though, traveled, like, from super far away to go there and, like she's already said before, they usually, like, stay for a while. And then Foodie's just like, I'm not answering. Okay, they'll just sit out there for a freaking hour ringing the damn doorbell. Jesus. Boop Girl, so she knows who it is. Answer it. Exactly. She's so freaking rude. Like, God. So she just said, I'm okay. Internet crapped out. I'll be on later. It was a family member checking on me after they heard me freaking out to be afraid last night. I feel awful. They are so nice despite everything. What a bitch. I swear. I can't stand her. Meanwhile, she's just in there. They know she's in there and she's like, Sal is at home. I would love to know what his family thinks about this whole thing. Like, we know the obvious things, but like after this whole calamity and her being an idiot and now they're coming to check on her, she won't even bother answering the freaking door. Like, Cookie. Chantal couldn't fight her way out of a paper bag. Agreed. Even though she acts like she could have like fought FFG and all that shit. Like, she's such a... She'd be winded standing up. Like, damn, you could poke her with a pillow and take her out. Hello.
Yes. He brought me chicken, my normal brain pills.
Okay, so this is after Sala then came back. So this is the first time they are physically together in the same house again after the whole, if something happens, it was them.
Order them. And he's sleeping now because he's very tired. I think he was on 2 hours of sleep, and he dropped his family off, and they made dinner. So they made mojilla rice, and they brought me some. I guess he told his family what went on. But I'm just working on getting a place, and I'm very excited because I'm hoping to hear back if I get this apartment or not. If I get this apartment, I'm going to celebrate so hard. Like, It's like perfect. But I'm just appalled at rent prices these days everywhere. It's insane. It's literally insane. I have my passport and my bank card. So I told people not to just come here. So actually, they were yelling for Amel. I don't know who that is. So they had the wrong door, the wrong gate. So I'm just waiting to hear about the apartment. Hold on, let me see if they messaged. I'm gonna be like on my own to do.
God, that landlord has no idea what they're getting themselves into. Pumpkin Princess, if I was Sal's aunt, I would never talk to her after this or check up on her. No, no. And I'm sure they're all too probably thinking this is just a means to an end. Like she's going to be gone soon. We don't have to put up with her ass for much longer. Like, oh. But yeah, what a bitch. Nick, thanks for being here, BB. She has been fed. Yeah, you can tell she's much calmer now, even though she was literally stuffing her face while they were ringing the doorbell. Cookie, she doesn't want to take the energy to bring up Google Translate because she's too busy talking with these fools on live. And that and food is the most important thing to her. And that's it. Yeah. I mean, she couldn't even be bothered to put on a freaking pair of pants. Do you think she wants to be dealing with Google and all that? Much too much effort. Miscellaneous sell. It's a short-term lease. 1 month. Well, she's a dumbass if she does that. Like, literally, why would you go there with only like a temporary plan like that? But whatever, it's Foodie. She don't freaking give shit. Dental advice. His family probably thinks all women from the West are like this, and she's their first impression. A woman who weighs more than a black bear is rude, gross, and insults her husband. He forgot about the stenches too, but yeah. I'm sure she made quite the impression on every single person she's encountered while over there. Yeah, they're probably all thinking, wow. And Bedard, thanks for being here, BB.
Everything. Like, I don't even know how to install a curtain rod. I'm going to have to look that up. Lorena Marina, welcome to Burn Beach Generation Bees.
Did she just say she doesn't know how to install a curtain rod? God, she's just useless on so many levels.
You guys, I got to go take care of something with this apartment, so, and then I'm going to go to bed. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
My God. All right. Well, we topped off on that one. Now, for a little intermission, we've got, for all of your enjoyment, I present Dank Fupa, one of their classics, Nashville Chicken Schmitten. Especially now that she's been talking about the Nashies again. So this is perfect, if you ask me.
Of corn while beneath the neon glow stands a Burger King where tales of cringe unfold. I'm just a worker slinging Nashville chicken all day. One encounter left me feeling some kind of way.
Oh my God.
Oh, those Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. The balls of pain price. The lady I gave sauce, thought I was slipping. On a Kia, she could barely fit.
The hair. The hair.
She sauntered in with strut like she owned the place, thinking we were flirting, putting on a disturbing face. But in the heat of the kitchen, with grease on my brow, all I wanted was to serve and not take a vow. Oh, those Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. Your balls were paid the price. The lady I gave sauce, thought I was snipping. But Kia, she could barely fit.
The fat behind the ear, too, gets me.
On the counter, I'm just trying to survive. She took my kindness as a romantic vibe. Now every time she struts by, I cringe inside. For that extra sauce turned into an opera ride. Oh, there's Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with with spice, served with a side of regret. Your bottles will pay the price. The lady I gave sauce before I was smitten. But the key that she could barely fit. So if you come to Burger King and come all's right, remember it's your sandwiches, my love at first sight. And spare thought for this world is stuck in the fires. Go dreaming of the day I would come on and make a lot more dough.
God, that is a freaking bop. I swear to God, I love that so much. Not as good as the one with that we watched the other day, but I love that so much. I'm over here shaking my ass just. And what's funny is that's literally her. It's like mwah, chef's kiss. Again, that was by Dank Fupa. If you guys aren't subscribed, go subscribe. They have hilarious cartoons that they make of the girls that are just, God, gives me life. Mags, thanks for being here, BB. Hey, Bone Mama. Sorry I'm late. Oh, all is forgiven, BB. Don't worry about it. We've just been over here bitching about Chantal. You know how that goes. Doing a little dance to our Zang Fupa BB. So, all right, we've got one more video to watch. I thought we'd keep it short tonight, but this one's going to be of Amber. So, everybody brace yourselves. It's just a short little compilation of her acting like a freaking dipshit. So, okay, so this is a video by BPD, and it's just like a compilation of Amber's most recent, or not most recent. Well, these are pretty recent. Amber's most narcissistic moments, part 2. So, everybody buckle up. She's a dumbass bitch, but you know what? We gotta keep her fresh in our mind. She's gonna come back one of these days. Anybody have a theory on what she's been doing? Because I would love to know. Is she got her belly on top of a new feeder? Anybody's guess. Yeah, and if you guys are enjoying the stream, please consider liking. You love all of our what do I want to say? Our camaraderie, all of our engagement that we've got on this channel. We're a tight-knit group, but we're small but mighty, you know? It's a teeny tiny channel, but hey, we have a good time. So we also have our memberships. We've got merch, so check it out. Yeah, let's see some of you guys saying with Emily. Could be, but I don't know. That was a lot when they were going at each other. But again, look what Chantal just did. Could definitely just be for the views, and she obviously made her bag, so. Then I love bites. I have a feeling Twinkie is gone. I hope not, but my gut has a bad feeling. Yeah, I mean, definitely could be. And I'm trying to remember when the last time she even showed her on her channel. Anything's possible, honestly. The other PG, I expect the farms will find all the feedy content she and Tommy have been making money off of last month. I know, isn't that wild? We forget about that a lot of times, but it's just like, damn, bitch. The internet is forever. Yeah, I hope Twinkie's okay too. But at the same time, you know what? What she must endure on a daily basis living with Amber, it's horrible either way. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely could be, which is why she's not showing her. Who knows? All right, let's get this idiot rolling. Oh, wise one. Thanks for being here, BB.
Maybe my first shot. So I'm going to show you that clip here. So perfect timing. My semaglutide got here today. You guys don't get to see my tum-tum because that would be embarrassing. 5, right? Pinch the fat. Well, that's if you don't have like a lot. We'll pinch it 5 seconds. You want me to hold it?
I kind of tuned out during the Emily era, but that's classic. Like, yeah, you don't have to pinch your fat because that's literally. Oh, it's only if you don't have that much. Yeah. And then she's like, baby, how dare you say that in front of my audience? They all think I'm a skinty queen.
Ew, hated that. And then there's just downright like abuse. Like it's like sending alcohol to an alcoholic or sending heroin to a heroin addict.
God, this is the strawberry cake that freaking rocked the world. Again, this is a video by BPD, so their editing is pretty hilarious. Miscellaneous Cell, Twinkie is a survivor. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of the belief that sometimes it's better for animals not to suffer, if you know what I'm saying. But we know damn well that she's not taking proper care of these animals. They're neglected horribly. If something was wrong with Twinkie, like we know she had that like cyst and stuff or tumor, I don't know what they called it. It wouldn't surprise me if she just let that poor dog wither away. You know what I mean? Sometimes euthanizing the animal is the kinder route. I don't think Amber's capable of it. She'd be one of those people that just lets their dog wither away and suffer because I can't let her go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Beauty and Chaos. Thanks for being here, BB.
I'm not the fucking problem. Some of you are. It's like I try to do something nice. And I know people can say, why are you showing this? It's to show you guys that this is the shit that I deal with outside of the fucking camera. So
you heard Jade try to say, baby, like, reel her in. Nope. This bitch ain't gonna let anybody tell her anything. The other pagey, I think Twonk got taken away from her after she took her to the vet. In many states, vets are mandatory reporters of neglect. Could be. And honestly, that's best case scenario if you ask me. Boop girl, you know I'm on Ozempic. I haven't lost weight, but I really helped my diabetes. I'm considered a controlled diabetic. Wish I would lose 60 pounds. Well, you got to think of the positives, BB. At least it's controlling your diabetes. So always a silver lining. Then you've got this idiot who has all that, just takes it for granted. So, but much love to you, Boop girl, and your trials and tribulations with diabetes. Sounds like you're doing much better though now with that medication.
Picnic, a twirl breakaway. Wait, I'm kind of low-key obsessed.
Okay, so I think they're pointing this out because before, you know, it says a few weeks earlier, she's just like, oh, look at this candy I'm eating. And then before, I'm appalled that someone dare send me these baked goods. Like, bitch.
So after I uploaded that clip and people were speaking.
So the person that sent the bread says, I'm a foreign exchange student. I've been busy with school. She's from France. I was a supporter because I was angry about how viewers treated her. However, my opinion has since changed. My roommate and I sent Amber and her family authentic cake and bread that my family has enjoyed for generations. Sad. Yeah, well, Amber's a stupid ass bitch. And you know what? Just because she's a freaking fat... I almost said something really out of pocket. Just because she shouldn't be eating that doesn't mean like Jade couldn't have had some. But of course, she just has to take everything to the extreme because victim
about it. People were coming for me saying how horrible and rude I was. They were just trying to be nice to send me something. I was like, what is happening? So I actually just got out of the shower. I don't normally do reactions to reaction channels, but I feel like
I'm done like zipping my lip, you know?
Why I called that character Raglan Bleed. Why did I use the word bleed?
Zoom
First
in
of
on
all,
the chin.
It was a stupid joke.
It's not a stupid joke.
It was not about your cancer as
Yes, it was.
much as you try and say that it was. What it was really about was your laziness. The fact that you made the choice to not seek medical treatment when you knew that you should.
So, first of all, should I have gone to a gynecologist?
First of all, I can honestly not stand her. She's just such a bitch. And she always acts like she's just so much smarter than everyone. Like, dude, you're like the dumbest person in any room that you're in. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, wise one. I haven't watched Amber in a while. She really has gained weight. Yeah, and what's funny is she's bigger now than she is here in these videos. So she's definitely Probably big as ever by now, if we had to hazard a guess. Dino Love Bites. Remember, everyone, Amber has the same skeleton as you, maybe even smaller because she is short. Yeah, she's only what, 5'2", 5'3", as she likes to say. I'm not quite 5'3". And actually, when you have a smaller frame like that, the weight being that big is much harder on your body. Like Dr. Now said, I think like compared to say like a 6-foot person, she's more like 800 pounds on that frame, being 600 pounds, if that makes sense.
Sure. Like I was always bleeding. If I wasn't wearing a pad, I was wearing a rag.
But who washed those rags, Amber? Who
Me. What?
changed those rags, Amber?
Me? I never made Beck do it.
And yes, I was the one who wiped her, but I wiped her plenty before that.
I had a partner who wipes me for.
Well, of course. No, Beck was talking about the poop rags, not the period rags. So, of course, she wants to be like, who? Yeah, right. You know damn well her ass wasn't doing any of it. It was all on Beck.
9 months. And so did my mom. Me and my mom would laugh about it, though, because it was just like, okay, you did this for me as a baby, and now you're doing it for me as an adult.
What is happening? Who else was there? Oh, are you speaking about my roommates? Because I had roommates? Hell no, that is so embarrassing. That was 2 guys. Like, are you joking?
Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing, and they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't.
No one scrubbed.
I was literally about to pause it and be like, oh, but it wasn't embarrassing to literally steal your roommate's washcloths to wipe your ass with? Okay. Just like it wasn't embarrassing to have a mattress in the middle of the living room. Cool.
Rag in a sink because of my cancer symptoms. That never happened.
Also, I just want to make this clear. I don't want to shame anybody for having to do those things because I understand that like different people have different bodies, people have different disabilities, people have different capabilities of what they're physically able to do. However, Amber is only in this position because she herself put herself there and then for years refused to change anything about it. In fact, the fact that she got to the position where Beck had to physically wipe her ass every time she took a poop, and she still didn't lose weight, that blows my mind. Like, if that's not a freaking wake-up call for somebody, what is going to be? Like, oh, my partner literally has to wipe me, and she had to do it. Beck had to do it for years. Years. Because Amber refused to lose weight. Like, that blows my mind. Like, this isn't like a partner that got paralyzed or has some horrible thing happen or have this degeneration of a disease that they couldn't help. Like, bitch, you just couldn't stop eating. What?
She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer.
Bet it wasn't you, and you were just fine with
It was nobody.
them having to do it day after day.
It was nobody. I genuinely think this person.
Oh my God, Beck with the shotgun.
I genuinely think this person needs help. Okay, so mental health shaming.
You would go to the ER for
Did I
this
miss
person
it?
to do it day after
Oh,
day.
here we
It
go.
was nobody. I genuinely think this person needs help. Okay.
One more time.
It was nobody. I genuinely think this person needs help.
That's why one of the things that really put me over the edge with Amber, I know I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here, but really the way that Beck was treated and the shit that they had to endure during that relationship and just the way Amber treated them and was so ungrateful and basically tried to act like Beck was the one that mistreated her. Like, what? What? Chungus Island, I'm telling you, these 2 idiots just need to be put in a giant cannon, shot to Chungus Island by themselves for the rest of their days.
Okay, so mental health shaming.
You would go to the ER for cellulitis.
Yes, because cellulitis is an infection that if it gets in your blood, you can die.
But somehow that's
Once again, acting like we're all stupid, completely negating the fact that it's because of your weight and the fact that you don't clean yourself that you're getting it so often. Okay.
my fault for using a word, for saying the word bleed.
Because you used the word. You're making fun of me.
You sure had no problem getting to Lexington 20.
What? I'm in fear. You're going to pull a muscle. So calm down, please.
27 times to go to the Cheesecake Factory. So how was there a problem getting to
Sorry.
Just you could tell how pissed she's getting listening to like that subtle little lick on her face. Sherry, and let them eat each other. Yeah, I'm imagining like we've already discussed who would win between the two of them if they were to fight. Like, is Amber going to overtake Chantal? Is Chantal going to overtake Amber? Maybe they just be like, you know what? It's really not worth all that. How about we'll just cut off your foot today. Tomorrow we'll do mine. Like, but that would also mean they could use their brains for some type of power of, what am I even trying to say? As my brain won't fire. A compromise? Yeah, compromise. Who's eating whose foot first? Dental love bites. I don't know why Amber's mom is upset about maybe not getting the house. Amber will drop before her, and her mom will get the apartment. Who else would be on Amber's will? DoorDash guy? The thing is, I don't think Amber owns this apartment. I think she just rents, and it's from like one of those like, I don't want to say assisted living, but it's like, you know, people with disabilities or like Amber who needs certain things like the handlebars by the toilet, stuff like that. So I don't know if you have to like meet certain criteria to even live there. I don't know. Cookie, thanks for being here, BB. Have a good night.
Oh, yeah. No. I don't really know how to do thumbnails anymore.
Food aggression.
What do you mean? Just some vanilla ice cream. I was hoping it was just one scoop because I'm like,
Okay, this isn't the one. I thought this was the one with Rafe, where Rafe tries to take the bite, and she's like, "What are you taking my food for?" So it's just displaying how disrespectful she is to Beck all the time. Okay, got it.
I don't know why I can't finish anything when I come here.
because you're a dainty little stomach. Your face.
Gynecologist would have served orange chicken, you would have gotten checked out sooner. But
Ooh, got her. 100% true.
It is. You're ableist, girl. Just admit it. Not some like immobile freak.
Oh, so ableist, huh? She's trying to tell everybody else they're ableist. An immobile free. I almost wonder if she caught it as she said it out loud, because she kind of like almost in the middle of it was like, ugh.
Immobile freak.
What a dumbass bitch. I can't stand her. Calm down, Ragebone. Calm down, Ragebone. You can't go to Oklahoma. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Dental love bites. Not only is she food aggressive with people, but she sticks her tongue out for every bite. She won't even let gravity have a crumb. Yeah, that's true. It's like she just can't wait till the fork passes her teeth. She has to try to catch it, snatch it up with her little. Wow. We can't end it there. We can't do it. I know what we need. Yes. One more time, for old time's sake. Everybody dance with me.
Corner of Cornwall beneath an neon glow stands a Burger King where tales of cringe unfold. I'm just a worker slinging Nashville chicken all day. One encounter left me feeling some kind of way.
God, that shot kills me every time.
Those Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret.
Hit it, Sala.
Also paid the price. The lady I gave sauce thought I was slipping. One key that she could barely fit. She sauntered in with strut like she owned the place, thinking we were flirting, putting on a disturbing face. But in the heat of the kitchen, grease on my brow, all I wanted was to serve her, not take a vow. Oh, those Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. The boss who paid the price, the lady I gave sauce to thought I was snipping, but a key as she could barely fit. On the counter, I'm just trying to survive. She took my kindness as a romantic vibe. Now every time she struts by, I cringe inside. For that extra sauce turned into an awkward ride. Oh, there's Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. Your boss would pay the price, the lady I gave sauce to thought I was smitten, but a key as she could barely fit in. So if you come with Burger King and Cuomo's right, remember she sandwiches, my love at first sight. And spare a thought for this world, we're stuck in the fire's glow. Dreaming of the day I would come on and make a lot more dough.
Love it so much. So much. One of the greatest contributions to the internet. Dank Fupa. Thank you. So just a few quick thank yous before we wrap things up. Otter Girl, you've missed most of the live. No worries, BB. Just catch it on the replay. We've just been up here yucking it up with Chantal, getting pissed off about Amber. You know, same old. But thanks for being here, BB. We appreciate you. So just a few quick thank yous. I want to thank Pumpkin Princess, Sherry for modding tonight. Thank you, BBs. Appreciate you. We also had our gifted memberships from M and the other pages. So thank you, BBs, for expanding the Skeleton Society. If you guys are interested in joining us in the Skeleton Society, we've got perks, emojis, early access to videos, and we have our own Discord. So you have some fun over there. Everybody keep an eye out for the watch parties I've been doing. We've watched Tremors. We watched Tremors 2. I think the next video we're going to do is They Live, which is a classic. I watch it all the time. So keep an eye out for that. Hope to see you guys over there. We yuck it up and have a lot of fun. So again, thank you to each and every single one of you for your support of my teeny tiny channel. It really means the world to me. I hope you guys are having an awesome evening, an awesome day, whatever you're doing. Let's get out there and show these hater ass bitches that we know what to do with our lives and not waste it. So thanks so much. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.